We're live. Guys, we're live.
I want to hear the Southern accents.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, y'all.
Welcome to, I'm going to do the live tweet. Okay, guys, we're live. We're live on the air. Can everyone hear us? This is the Gravy Gang Guild secret meeting. We have all the Gravy Gang members here. How's the audio, ladies and gentlemen? Is the audio good? Audio is good. We've got a go from Cy. That means we are live and popping. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. All the Gala fam has showed up from the Gala Discord. This thing is... I want to say this, first of all. There's going to be some things discussed here that is not for your ears, okay? These are secret meetings that we have in the Gravy Guild, and we don't necessarily want to give out all of our secrets. So there's going to be certain times when I'm going to ask the audience to not listen. And when you hear that, when you hear the words, do not listen, then you're going to know to go ahead and mute the speakers on your telephone or your PC device and not listen. Okay. Anyway, that was my shtick.
Good time.
That's good.
Keep
going. Yeah, keep going.
But you sound very shticky.
Thank you. That's my goal in life is to, be shticky.
Be shticky?
Yeah. It kind of goes along with the whole gravy thing. To be shticky.
Well, your gravy shouldn't be shticky. Come on, man. Can't have...
Yeah.
What's wrong with your gravy recipe?
Yeah,
Don't you know how to make gravy?
Any thickening gravy.
Not sticky, not lumpy.
Yeah, smooth.
Yeah, so do you guys like your gravy lumpy or smooth?
What?
Yeah, I think I'd go smooth.
What kind of question is
I know exactly.
Let's take it one at a time. Gala the Kid, do you like your gravy lumpy or smooth?
Further question, what kind of gravy do you like? I mean, this is important.
He likes gravy from a can.
You got to have the beef gravy.
Beef gravy? You're a beef gravy man?
Yeah, I prefer the beef over the chicken gravy.
Okay, so so you're saying you like your gravy lumpy?
No, I like it smooth.
Okay.
Wait, I heard a gasp from Bitbender.
Becca, do you like...
It wasn't a gasp. It was just like a laugh. I've never heard of beef gravy. I didn't know there was... I mean, I suppose there's beef gravy. I just never really thought that you classify gravy by the animal you put in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure, there's turkey gravy, chicken gravy.
That's how it works. Can confirm.
Yeah, no, it's like brown gravy or, right, Bitbender?
Yeah, it's like brown
Bechamel.
gravy, pepper gravy.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I grew up in a vegetarian household. Like, I have no idea about... Nobody ever learned me up on the gravies.
So you've never actually had real gravy before?
Oh, no, I have. You've seen my picture. You don't get vegetarians that look like me, okay? I've overcome that early difficulty I may have had, but yeah.
Bruce F.
I
Bruce,
guess I don't know the science.
Bruce F. in the chat says he likes that dry skin on the gravy. Is that a good thing or no?
That's when it sits. That's when it's been
nice.
sitting. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Right.
Not usually a good thing.
No. Becca, it's your turn. Do you like your gravy smooth or lumpy?
I like it smooth.
Okay.
A cornstarch thickener is the way to go.
Okay.
No lumps.
Yeah, but you can't use too much cornstarch thickener.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it becomes
No.
like a
Then
gelatinous
it turns
substance.
into Jello.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
yeah.
You guys need to come to the future and just have it in a can like we do in Australia.
I'm not sure if that's the future.
I feel like that's the
I
past.
think that's the 50s.
Right.
It's like saying spam is the future.
Exactly.
We haven't caught on to that one yet.
Cy, it's extremely important that you put your 2 cents in. Are you a smooth gravy or a lumpy gravy guy?
Well, I guess that depends what you mean by lumpy.
Uh-huh.
With lumps, man.
With lumps.
Yeah.
Well, if you're counting like chunks as lumps, then I like a chunky gravy.
Well-
Okay, see, that's a differentiation there.
Right.
With like little meat bits in it, like some
Yeah.
sausage or something.
Yeah,
or
like
a
some
whole different thing.
beef gravy with large beef.
Mm-hmm.
Large
Doesn't
beef.
that become a stew? Large beef.
Large beef.
Yeah. At that point, we're not talking gravy anymore. We're talking stew. The name of the
We're
guild
talking a meal.
is not Stew Guild. Okay, it's Gravy Guild. Bitbender, are you a smooth gravy or a lumpy gravy guy?
I am I guess I'm a smooth gravy guy. I like spicy gravies, like a pepper gravy, black pepper gravy.
Okay. Tamara?
That's a good gravy.
Smooth.
Tamara, you're smooth gravy
Yeah.
or lumpy?
I mean, no one's a lumpy gravy person, so silly question.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Somebody
that's
wanted
safe
to eat the
assume.
Bruce F likes the skin on top of the gravy. I wouldn't say that there's no lumpy gravy people out there. There's gravy skin people out there. So
That is true. I mean, you make a good point.
Okay,
Freaks.
this person by the name of John Tetralalt, he rubs his gravy on his chest.
Huh.
Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Is that sociably acceptable?
No.
Are we allowed to rub gravy on our chest, or
in your own home.
or is that
No.
frowned upon?
John T.
I
is
don't-
a good guy. I've actually met him before. He didn't have any gravy on his chest when I saw him that I knew.
Okay.
He could, I suppose, it could have been under the shirt, but he didn't smell like gravy. I don't think.
I don't see any
I
issue
didn't
with
get
it.
that close, but yeah, I mean, whatever floats your boat, John.
As long
Gravy
as
boat.
everyone's consenting.
Your gravy boat,
then
yeah.
Your gravy boat.
Do your thing.
Good one, Tamara.
I don't know. I think Better said that too.
You said
but-
gravy boat.
We've got a wavy gravy guy here. Shitcoin Sherpa.
Oh yeah, wavy gravy.
Hey, Shep.
If anyone's confused about what this show is about, we literally just talk about gravy. So if you're not entertained by gravy talk, I don't really know what to tell you. But this is literally what we do here on this show, this program, is we discuss gravy in its various forms.
Can we not discuss TownStar and maybe Mirandus a little later too, after the gravy talk?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
that's
good.
part of the gravy talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
It's
all
all
it's all
connected.
lumped into one. Lumps.
Oh,
It's homogenous. It's smooth.
where were you with the dudums?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He probably didn't even hear me.
Someone asked me a question.
There we go.
Late.
Better late than never.
Also, if someone were to
Yeah.
say something, say a condiment that is not allowed, like ketchup, they get this.
Ow.
Is that too loud? Sorry,
That was
guys.
a little loud.
So we don't talk about other condiments
Wow.
in Gravy Gang Guild. It's gravy only. There's certain condiments that are strictly banned, and if you mention them by name, you get the beep. Specifically, what is that stuff that Australians eat?
Vegemite.
No, the ketchup, the
Oh,
Fucking-
tomato sauce.
tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gala the Node Guide
Tomato sauce is-
says it's all gravy, and that's true. Gala Node Guide, it is all gravy, and that's what we're here. That's what we're here to do. We're here to spread gravy awareness, and we're here to pour gravy all over your ass.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
So is curry gravy? That's a very good question. What let's just focus on gravy for a second, since it's an important topic. What is gravy?
wow.
That's deep.
That's deep.
And then at an existential level, what is gravy? Okay, because you have a liquid component, right? So that liquid is either going to be like a potentially a water or a milk as part of it, but often like a rendered fat, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have
Indeed.
salt.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
going to
believe-
have protein of some sort.
The culinary definition has to do with meat drippings. So
Ooh.
part of it is it has to have some sort of meat fat in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A vegetarian gravy would be a myth.
A vegetarian gravy does not exist.
Yeah,
Wait.
I agree with
No,
Sai.
no. What about coconut oil and then vegetable broth?
Yeah,
With
then
flour
if we come around
or
to the
cornstarch.
curry-
That's not a
curry
gravy. That's
question.
fake gravy.
Well, I'm not saying it's a
Fake
good gravy, but it could be considered gravy if it's gravy consistency.
That'd be
No,
more
I
salt.
would
I don't
say
know.
it's
Come on.
fake gravy.
Fake gravy. It's fake gravy.
It's
Fake
so-
news. Fake news gravy.
It's still call it gravy.
Faux
but
gravy.
it's fake
Yeah,
gravy.
like they have the faux turkey, you know.
Oh,
I don't.
Gravy,
But
like
it's still got
product.
gravy in the name. It's faux gravy, and therefore gravy's in the name, so it's gravy.
Listen, we're gravy purists. I don't like the way this conversation's going. Of course, vegetarian gravy is not gravy.
What is it then?
We have a gravy maximalist.
Yeah,
Am I here now? Can you hear me?
Yes, Capper.
Yes.
Yay, Capper.
Cap.
We're having an
Is that
issue.
better?
Yes,
Very
it's
much
better. We
better.
can hear you, sir. God.
Maybe
Okay.
he can.
I
Maybe
jumped
he
the
can
Discord app. I downloaded the app for Discord.
You sound great.
Yay.
Cool.
Can you settle this gravy discussion for us?
Please.
I was missing it, man. I was off the cycle, so fill me in.
Okay. So here we basically have two essential camps here. We have the gravy maximalists, who
which
are
is me.
purists and believe that. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Yuki. Basically,
Are we talking smothering things in gravy? Smothering
Oh,
things in gravy?
Well,
yes,
yeah.
obviously, all of them.
Okay.
But the question is, what is gravy? Okay, so the purists believe that gravy is a rendered animal product with other things added to it as a thickening and flavoring agent.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are apostate gravy people who have left the true church of gravy.
Mm-hmm.
And think it's all gravy.
who
Think it's all
think
gravy?
it's all gravy. Exactly. So when we open up that gate, like what was it? Ketchup could be a gravy.
No.
Okay.
Pushing it too
Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
that's,
Hold on.
No, that's over the line.
I think
You just got.
Exactly.
You just
And
got.
I was waiting for that. It was important.
Well,
That's
I
my
love
point.
sauces. I'm just a sauce guy. So
Oh, okay.
We
So
have
you're.
some input here that curry is a sauce.
I'm going a whole nother angle. I just
See,
love sauce on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but this
So-
isn't the fucking sauce guild, motherfucker. This is the goddamn gravy gang guild.
Whoa.
It's not. Let's just put ketchup and that's a
There's
sauce.
some hostility
No.
here.
Listen, I have a bone to pick with you, Capper, with this non-gravy talk. You've been in my DMs trash talking gravy, and I'm sick of it.
Okay, relax. Calm down. So Bitbender, I'm in the sauce group. So but I like gravy too.
Okay.
I just wanted to get to his question.
the
Okay,
thing
so
is,
you want to unload on me?
Yeah, I'm gonna
no?
pour. I'm gonna
That's
pour.
gross.
I'm gonna pour gravy all over your ass.
Oh God.
Okay,
Okay,
listen.
well, lay it on me, bro.
This is
Again,
a
I'm disabled, so go easy on me.
Listen, this is a gravy maximalist group. If you're not here
Okay.
to praise the fucking gravy, then there's really just no point. If you're not here to praise gravy and its greatness, and when I say gravy, I mean, what did you call it, Tamara? How do you describe real gravy? Is meat based, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, meat based gravy. Then that's a problem, and you're going to get beeped.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to beep you.
Garth, take your Ritalin. Okay.
let's
Take your
just
Ritalin, buddy.
let's make a quick distinction of between gravy and sauce because
Okay.
there is a difference.
Mhm.
So gravy is a type of sauce, but sauce is not necessarily gravy.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, well, I will always throw you a curveball from a different perspective. That's my goal.
Yes.
So I'm in the sauce group, so it's all sauce to me.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what I'm
So
going
good
to
to
do.
go.
I'm going to make an exception to our maximalist rule and allow you to participate in the conversation
As a devil's advocate,
as a sauce
Little cracks.
a saucier.
but also a
that's it.
gravy lover. He said he likes gravy
Oh,
too,
I
but he's
mean-
just picking the. You know.
I'm all about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love gravy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I just love all the sauce.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, guys. What a
So
great
Can we talk about your lady now?
talk
Talk
ab-
about your lady now.
Yeah, listen, I know what your plan is. Okay, you're trying to work your way into my wife's DMs. You're trying to. I've been watching you. You think I don't fucking have your number? I know what's going on, and I just
If you
want
want
to.
to step to the capper, I mean, you're going to really have some problems. I mean, seriously. You can't
Better
step
come
to this.
correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
so I'm just saying, man. I told her I didn't want to DM her because I didn't want her falling in love with me. So hey, I crossed that bridge.
Right. Right.
Tamara,
So I was
is
like,
it?
hey, let's keep it
Listen,
cool.
can you set the record straight and let Capper know he has no chance?
Yeah. No. You know.
What? I mean, no, do it. Do it now. Now's your chance.
That's my chance. To
Now's
tell
your
me there's no
opportunity to
chance?
set the record straight. Go ahead.
Capper, you have
Okay,
no
it's
chance
all
because
good.
I'm taken. But, you know,
Otherwise, if she wasn't taken,
obviously.
okay. Listen,
Like
guys.
I said, man, all three of us can hang out. It's cool, man. I'm trisexual. I'll try anything sexual. Let's do this.
Yeah, we don't really swing that way, but we appreciate the offer.
Okay.
Now, listen, guys.
You gotta ask.
What
Once
a
you go cap, you never come back.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
what a great segue into why we're here. We're talking about.
That's a segue. What kind of segue is that?
It's a
You were
perfect
barking at
segue.
me for. No, but he was
Just out of
barking at me all
batteries
day
and
about like
hitting
a hacker and his wife. So he wanted to throw down.
No.
Yeah.
He's mad.
So here's
No.
the
Hey,
No, he's not.
no.
Sexual
We
segue to
we worked
gravy.
it out, and I told you we would work it out on the air, and I think we did. I think we've all reached. We've gotten
Yeah.
to a good place.
Oh my God.
I've grown.
Yeah, I feel better. No, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Where
I'm
have you
grown
grown?
where? Where have you grown? I was a little puffed up. If you guys saw a camera on me, you would see that my chest was a little puffed. Anytime someone tries to challenge me or tries to get at my lady, I it's just the ape in me. I get, very,
Yeah,
and that's why I bark at people. And I think people generally understand that if they come at me, they're going to get fucked with. They're going to get barked at.
Yeah.
And I think
you go, man.
we've established that. Now, we're not here to talk about, just me barking at dudes trying to get at my lady. We're here to talk about the amazing and fantastic.
You barking at a handicapped person.
I know.
Let's get that
Oh.
straight.
Yeah, very rude.
Well, I mean, anybody.
Very.
I don't
Very.
see people. I see people as people, and just because you're handicapped does not not mean you will not get barked at.
Okay. Yeah, equal opportunity. I'm down.
Right.
Oh shit, Andrea
So are we talking
Antonopoulos
a bit better about
What?
TownStar?
just said he'll come on our show again. Yay!
TownStar, yeah.
I want to hear. Let's talk about TownStar and how awesome Bitbender is.
Well,
Let's get him to answer questions that are like on NDA, so that he gets spill the beans. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm
Audible
tired, man. I'm so tired today.
I know you work a lot, man.
I am so tired. I was talking to them earlier this morning, Euclid and Oaks, and they got me after my third meeting. It was 7 a.m.
Oh.
and I hadn't had any coffee yet, and I was already on my third meeting.
How long do you stay awake, like in a given day?
Yeah, usually
18?
about 20 hours. 18,
Oh my
20 hours.
god,
that's crazy.
So
that's
yeah,
ruthless.
It is.
I really need to sleep more.
You do.
Although today I've decided that I'm going to bring on 5 more mods for the
Smart.
Discord because I just can't do it with
No.
the team. That I have
Upgrading to
right now.
Gala Gold has become a dream I have at night. I'm like, I gotta upgrade that person. You need Gala Gold. Oh, they're not online.
Oh, dude, you
It's
can't even
hilarious.
imagine the nightmares that I have. I have the worst freaking nightmares about Discord sometimes. It's it's terrible. One day, it was actually New Year's Day, I woke up. It's the first time in 2.5 months I had slept in. And for context, slept in means it was 6:45 when I woke up.
Oh my God.
And so I slept in. I'm like,
After
oh,
going
I
to bed
feel
like
so
2 or
nice.
something. Yeah,
I went to bed at like midnight probably. Yeah, probably about midnight. I didn't really stay late. When in quarantine, every day is exactly the same sort of thing. So, I woke up and everyone in Discord, I sat down, I looked at my phone, and it was just mayhem with screaming and fighting and pitchforks and it was a nightmare. So now I dream about that. I have had nightmares I'm gonna wake up and people in the Discord are angry about something. And sometimes it's really weird. I dreamt once that they were really angry about Subway sandwiches. I
can
don't
see
know
that
why.
happening.
But everyone was yelling at me. It's you guys don't understand what this does. To me.
Nobody yell at him in Discord tomorrow about Subway sandwiches.
I just
Traumatic
it's a lot.
experience.
It's a lot. It is
Okay.
very traumatic.
So we won't bring up some. So, but yeah, the dreaming of Discord is definitely. I try and find people's. I'm like, stay online so I can find your node to flag you, and they're offline. I'm like, no. Yeah, so that's good. You're getting some more people to help you out. So you're shooting for what, 18 hours a week all day instead of 20.
I want to bring it down to 7.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd like to bring
we
it down
want you to also.
because I don't want to die. Like
Yeah.
when I don't sleep,
Please
I get
don't.
extra hypertensive, and I'm already like at some point in time my head's just gonna pop off like a champagne cork.
Yeah, let's not do
At
that.
that point, you'd be a martyr at that point.
Okay.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you guys can make it. Somebody can release an NFT of me.
Yeah.
Jason,
Bender.
Let's
Die
not do
for
that.
the cause.
Right.
No, well, Jay, I did Discord you saying that if I did have something that happened to me, no, heaven forbid, I would like a chuck wagon instead of a Jimmy put in for an NFT for me. Please.
I am totally down for that, man.
I just got to die first, but just hold on.
Please don't. I like you.
Jason,
So,
how
yeah,
do you hold on a second, Kev? I want to ask Jason a quick question.
good.
How do you
Go for
keep your cool? Because we've all noticed that, like you got so much shit going on. You're constantly having to put out fires and things, which is what goes along with the territory. How do you maintain your cool and your calm?
Well, for me, I think you have to look at why people are doing the things that they're doing. Like the conversations that get the most frustrating are when people come in and they start yelling about something. Okay. And I think most people, and this is true in life, in any situation that you get into, most people are doing the thing that they think is the right thing given the information that they have and the expectations that they have of the situation. There was a great essay by David Sedaris. It was actually a graduation speech for Kenyon College that he gave at one point in time. I mean, sorry, not David Sedaris. Crap, I forget his name. I'll dig it up.
Right.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no clue.
Sorry, he's anyway. But the basic the concept or the title of the speech was "This is Water." This is water speech. What the hell? Who was it? David Foster Wallace. That's who it was. Sorry, not David Sedaris. Different guy.
Yeah.
Also a writer, but David Foster Wallace had this thing called "This is Water," and basically the whole point of the speech is that we, as thinking individuals, have the ability to choose what we focus on. Okay, so when somebody gets really, really pissed and they're screaming about something, the first thing that I always ask myself is my first gut reaction is always like, why are they doing this? Why are they screaming at me? Why? The same sort of discussions that everybody has. But when you get a little bit deeper into it, you start seeing, okay, well, this person is probably pissed because at some point in time, somebody cheated them.
Right.
At some point in time, they went into a project and developers ignored them. At some point in time, they paid for some object from a AAA gaming company and, felt completely shafted by it because the game got turned off, the next day. And, you never know what people are going through and you never know why they're freaking out, but you have to understand that they are doing what they think is right at that moment.
That's empathy. You're basically you're demonstrating empathy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Yeah. And every once in a while you run into people who are like actually malicious. But even when you run into somebody who's actually malicious, they're only malicious because at some point in time they got horrendously hurt by someone or something. And we get to choose whether, we allow that into our reality, whether we want to focus on it and dwell on the negativity, or we want to, be positive about it and try to, pull something good out of the situation.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, like when people freak out, which, anyone who hangs out in any blockchain project Discord, sees people completely lose their crap about 50 times a day. you just have to do your best to help people and do your best to listen to people. And I think it makes a really big difference.
Totally does. I always think of people as broken toys. We're all fractured in some way, but
For sure,
hanging in there.
Yeah.
We had a good example of that on the Telegram the other day. A guy came in, was freaking out, and we just all were really nice to him. He ended up packing it up and leaving. It was kind of cool. We used kindness to help him along.
I think I was there for that one.
It was so close.
So the way to handle crazy people is with kid gloves, right? So here's what you don't do, okay? Here's what you don't do. Calm down, bro. You never say that. You never tell someone to calm down, right? You got to I don't know what you do, because I certainly don't know how to handle a hysterical person, because I quickly
Take a deep breath, relax. That's good advice.
Yeah, I quickly take on their fucking vibe. Like, I'm very much empathic in that whatever someone's feeling, I fucking take that on. So if someone's in a fucking huff, like, I find my adrenaline starts to pump like right away, and that's a problem, right? Like, you don't need to emulate that shit. You need to figure out how to de-escalate the situation. DJ Meat Popsicle says diabetes, and I agree with him.
Okay.
Hey Sherpa, hey Liberty Crypto, hey everyone in the chat, hi you guys, thanks for joining the show. We are talking, and hi, I can't pronounce your name, Jokin Tamanu, that's a cool name, Bada, hi, TS, everyone in the chat, hi. Listen, this show is about gravy.
They're the most ridiculous. Chat names are the most horrible thing to have to repeat out loud.
Yeah. Shitcoin Sherpa. Shitcoin Sherpa in all caps says he's not hysterical. That I'm the one who is hysterical.
He's true.
And I think
right.
he's right.
Yeah.
Zent point. Hello.
Yeah.
The topic here. Zent.
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna say, like I understand we say that Zent, but why is an X a Z?
Right.
Yeah.
I know that's what it is. I don't know why.
Gala NODE Guide has a
folks.
YouTube channel. Sorry to talk over you, Becca. I just wanted to shout out. Gala NODE Guide has a YouTube channel. You guys go check it out. Go ahead, Becca.
Can we talk? I got to go in a half hour.
Okay.
My hot nurse is here.
Yeah.
Right. Oh wow.
Can I ask Jason a few questions about the best game in the world, not Mirandus? That is TownStar.
Oh, go ahead.
Everybody's always like Mirandus.
Are you a TownStar Maximus?
It sounds like it.
Yes, I am.
He is.
I
He is
am.
a
I
TownStar
totally
Maximus.
am.
The road to Mirandus is through TownStar, which is
Yes,
Ooh.
that's a good one. The road to Mirandus is
words.
through TownStar.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, can I ask you a few questions, real quick, Jason?
Yeah,
Like, I
absolutely.
wanted to know, what do you guys think? Like, now that Gala has gone like moon with Lambos, the reward structure for the TownStar competitions, are you guys going to be looking at adjusting that at all, or? And I was thinking about like for new players, onboarding them with some. What do you guys think about the reward ladder as it stands?
Well, that's a whole thing.
Well,
So
we can talk about it.
Let me try to break that down just a tiny bit.
Okay.
So the thing is right now, every week in the TownStar competition, we give out 100,000 Gala to the winners. I believe
Wow.
is what the current
200,000.
200,000.
Every
and
week.
so that's not nothing now at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And the top winner, I believe, gets 30,000, which is pretty solid.
Very generous of you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Very.
And well,
Yes.
we're happy to do that. And in the future, in fact, very very soon. Let me look at my little notes. You may want to hang out and pay attention to announcements which take place on Thursday the 18th.
Oh, yeah.
Regarding
Oh.
competitions.
Cool.
I mean, just looking at my calendar and picking a date completely at random, there may or may not be any announcements anywhere near that day, but But if I had to pay attention to specific days, that would be one.
Okay.
Thursdays are Night Day or Thursday.
Ah.
Okay.
Ask a Capper posted that wonderful deep fake of me, which if you look closely, you can tell it's not actually me. It's Thor. But
No way.
Oh, I thought that was you.
I thought that was you.
You?
Yeah.
Thought it was
Looks
Logan.
exactly like me. Totally what I look like. But anyway,
You're a little more buff than he is.
yeah.
Right.
Just a smidge. This is just padding, protecting my bodybuilder frame.
That's right.
You got to protect the six pack.
Exactly. It's well packed.
They call mine a
like
party ball. Mine's the party
yeah. There you go.
It's a
Perfect.
keg.
Can I ask another question, or were you?
Yeah,
done?
sure.
I was going to ask.
It's like, are you done? You're still talking. I don't know why you're still talking. Are you done yet? Yes. You can ask another
I didn't know
question.
if you had finished a complete thought. I'm sorry.
Not really, dude. I've been awake for so long right now. It's
I
just
know.
sort of meandering at this point.
I'm just I'm like I gotta keep him on track because I know when he gets tired he likes to kind of go. So I wanted to ask you, where do you see TownStar in a year? Like in 1 year, where do you like with Mirandus? I know you have a lot of background info, but where do you see the game in a year? As in,
So I will say this, and all of this information has been released in an AMA in terms of the fact that these things are coming. But I will put it out here now. Please keep in mind this is my timescale estimation only. Okay, and I am not a game developer myself, so I could be completely, totally wrong. Just keep that.
I
in
love
mind.
your disclaimer. That's like your disclaimer.
massive-
Well, this is
massive
a secret
disclaimer.
meeting. Hey,
Right.
Euclid, is this where everybody should turn off their speakers?
Yeah.
So they
Yes.
don't hear the
Yeah,
secret
yeah, yeah.
information?
Good call, Becca.
This is what they want to hear. This is the stuff people want to hear.
Everyone, please.
Again, it's a secret. It's a
Ev-
secret.
Everyone,
meeting.
please turn off your
It's not any of
speakers.
us, it's all about the info.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, cover your ears and go la 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 la
Yeah,
la la la.
yeah,
That
yeah,
works.
yeah. This is the part of the show where.
Without further ado,
Go ahead.
So
fire it up, Mike. What is it?
in within a year, I expect that we will have the larger permanent game in, so that everyone will be able to have a larger board. There is going to be some new products like wine in there is an in-game product.
Ooh.
And that has been announced. There will be the potential, I think, I don't know if this will be in by then, for people to be able to use the boom bots, as well as farm bots and crane bots and whatnot within the game. And there will probably be a couple more little bots like the elf bot and the salty bot.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get back to you on that. I'm gonna follow up with you on that question at a later date, just to get
Sure,
you time to think about it. In a whole year, where's your? Because I want grandma playing it in a year. You know, I want grandma on the blockchain going, "Oh, I don't know how to do it." Now I'm helping her along.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, no, we
Gotta be
want that too. I mean, we have the way that we have stuff set up right now. There's a lot of new people coming in and joining and playing. You know, to the point where on the free server, it's really hard to even find a place to your own, farm anymore.
That thing is packed.
Well, you guys, actually, Becca's mom is playing, and she has her granddaughter playing. So,
And hold on.
She's a beast.
yeah,
too.
Listen,
killing it.
guys.
Use my referral link.
Yeah, hold on. I want to say that. That's a great segue. That's a great reminder. Guys, if you don't know what the fuck we're talking about TownStar and we're talking about Gala Games. The link to be able to create your Gala account and start playing the fantastically, it looks simple, but it's super complicated TownStar is in the description. Hush, be quiet, Capper. I'm going to mute you. The link is my ref link and it's in the description of this YouTube video. You're going to want to go ahead and click that, and you're going to want to sign up. You're going to want to create your wallet, write down your seed phrase, and start playing the game, because you guys are, if you're not playing this, you're missing out on a world. The next thing is Mirandus, guys. This is an MMORPG that is that you own the assets as NFTs. You can buy land, okay, and you can. Tamara and I bought Tamara 4 or 5 homesteads, and we're going to be the slumlords of Mirandus, okay? We're going to rent our homesteads out because that's where the plebes live, and we're going to be the slumlords of Mirandus. We're going to and the whole point of this whole meeting is to let everyone know that the plan is Gravy Gang will take over Mirandus.
That's a secret.
But that's a secret,
right.
And you're not supposed to know that. But the thing about it is,
unhear that.
Yeah, unhear what I just said. But that's the plan, guys. You think you're safe in Mirandus? You think you're set up in your fucking citadels and shit? Fucking Gravy Gang is gonna roll up on your ass and pour gravy all over your fucking place, and you're gonna be stuck in gravy while we fucking roll in. We're gonna take your fucking citadel and we're gonna move into that shit. All right. Anyway, what were you saying, Capper?
Settle down.
Take your Ritalin, Garth. Take
Yeah,
your Ritalin.
I know. It's time for his medicine. I've got it.
Yeah, that was some
Crush it up and put it in
I wanted to ask Jason, what do you guys think about changing the gas reward for people who have a stake in the game now that the price has gone crazy from $1 million to something else for the gas drops?
Oh, I see. I don't know. That's not something that we've discussed.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just because, like, somebody's taking $1 million now is gonna, nobody's getting the gas. That's a huge chunk of change. But yeah, just something to think about. I wanted to ask that. Can you comment on a total storage indicator for update where we can have a number next to our total allotments of products so that we don't blow up?
Something that's been discussed. I don't have any idea where that is in development.
I know. Because, like, yeah, blowing up wool yarn for like 3 hours is like the most tragic thing in the world. And will make grown people cry, especially grandma.
Things, but I will admit that it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to ask a few TownStar questions. You know me, I love to talk about the game that is the game that gets everybody on the blockchain.
I know you do,
good.
and we appreciate that.
Yeah. Can I ask one more question? I have a couple questions here that I thought were pretty fun.
Go ahead.
What was you miss arcades? What do you think about it? Did you ever go to arcades growing up and stuff?
I did go to arcades growing up. I did. I loved to play Gauntlet.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Gauntlet
Warrior need food badly.
Favorite game. Yeah.
Warrior need food badly.
Yeah, exactly. I loved Gauntlet. I loved the arcade cabinet Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles in
game.
Time? That's a
right?
classic. Yes.
And I remember, so I had a really weird upbringing, so I didn't get to go to arcades very often. But when I did, it was like, I would save my quarters and I would go in there, and like the best thing would be when you went into an arcade and like on the ground, glowing in the neon lights, would be like a $10 bill that you could pick up and you could turn in, and you'd get a pocket full of quarters, and you'd be able to play, and it was always amazing. But yeah, I loved those games.
I love talking to people. I'm like, do you know what an arcade is? And they're like, I don't know what an arcade is. I'm like, what's where we used to play video games?
Yeah, I never really thought about that. Yeah, that's like that doesn't exist anymore, really, does it?
There's this really cool one. We just went to Asheville, North Carolina, and they have a really cool like retro arcade. It's rooms and rooms just packed full, and you pay one entrance fee to get in. So
and then you can play
all the games all the day. So,
yeah, all the day long.
All the day long.
All the day long. Yeah,
that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Digging that. But again, they're not around. They're not ubiquitous like they used to be.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, before I forget, someone asked a question in the chat, and I promised I would ask. Okay. Shit, now I've lost it.
Now you don't know what it is?
There it is. Hold on. Okay, listen. Tammuz 1977 says, Bitbender, I'm so bummer. I asked a question at ETH Denver this morning, but right before you got it, I had to run to class. I wanted to know if horse NFTs would have DNA like Axes or crypto kits. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense. It's unfortunate that you're not cool enough to know what he's talking about.
Right.
Oh,
This happens to Yuki a lot.
I'm a nerd.
It's like,
So
I can't believe you
here's
don't
the
understand
thing.
what he's saying there. I mean, that's just sad. I have no clue either.
There are going to be there is going to be a breeding component to the horse mechanic in the game. So the answer to that question is yes. Exactly how that will work in game, I don't know. But it is definitely a thing. You'll probably see that mechanic in a couple different areas.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah, that is cool.
Very cool. That's exciting.
You know,
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about brothels yet?
Ah.
that has not been mentioned.
How
maybe you could
How
you
is
could
that
set
possible?
them.
How would that work though? Like,
Yeah,
so
what-
you meet up
Well, I
with.
don't know. You're going to be the slumlord. Why don't you just
Oh,
you
good
could set
point.
up your own? I suppose.
It's community
You
led.
gotta get the mechanic down, bro. You're the
Uh,
slumlord.
Right.
I'm not
right.
into slinging flesh.
Brothel mechanic.
That is not my thing.
These pictures are sweet.
We're not going to be flesh
He's a
slingers.
wholesome
Yeah.
slumlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a wholesome slumlord.
Right.
It's for the poors. I'm here for the poors.
Can we
And their
tie two?
families.
Can we tie two horses to a hitching post so they breed?
No, wait a second. So wait, hold on. Can I just go back real quick? He just said
Sure.
that this has never been brought up. You guys have never mentioned brothels going into Mirandus at all.
Actually, no, we never have. I can
I
say
would imagine
honestly that has never been discussed.
The devs are wholesome too.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
believe-
seriously. The entire team is remarkably wholesome and wonderful.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just scummy, I'm
it's
sorry.
the first time I met a lot of the team was actually in Las Vegas, which
Brothel?
typically trips to Vegas. There's always lots of things that other people do that kind of make me go like, I don't know.
Right.
So there are a couple notable things here. The first is that we had this get together where we were talking about Gala and what we wanted it to be, and all of this. And this was in 2019 that this happened. And I traveled with Eric and Michael to Vegas to have this, and we met up with Wright and a bunch of his people there. The first thing that was interesting is it was happening at this like really nice house that had been rented for the week. And it was a few days that we were going over all of these things. And when I walked in, the first thing that I noticed is that typically when you go to a house party like this, there's like one corner of the house that's just like where they keep the mountain of hard liquor where everyone's trashed the entire time. But like half of the people that were there at that event and the person who had rented the house were Mormons. So there was no booze anywhere. Which was really interesting. I actually sent a picture of the entire place, like a panoramic of the room with everybody in it. And my wife responded, and she's like, nobody's drinking. Everyone just has water bottles. I like these people. You should hang out with them more. You know, and yeah, they're a good influence. This is great. And then, you know, it was really a cool thing. And everyone was very wholesome and focused on good stuff, and they're very everyone's extremely family oriented. Everybody on the team has a family, and that's that's like the main focus. That's why we do all of this stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna say one thing. I know somebody on the team thought about it, but they just didn't say it. Bring him
That may be true. That may be true. I don't know.
We have a question.
It hadn't occurred to me though, which yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
We have a quick question from our friend Liberty Crypto. He wants to know what blockchain Gala is on, and I told him that right now you guys are on the Ethereum blockchain, but you're working on Flare, and he's asking what is Flare. You want to touch on that, Jason?
Sure. So basically, what Flare is it's a base layer solution that will make it possible via having a broad network to send things in a basically feeless fashion. So it's just an entirely different blockchain network. Now, a lot of people associate them with XRP, but XRP was just the first thing that they began integrating. They're also working on integrating Doge and a few other things.
Oh.
So that's basically what it is. And so we're in the process of connecting with Flare, but we're also going to be connecting with a variety of other different projects and layer 2 scaling solutions. So it's there's going to be a lot of different ways that you can work with Gala, with Gala Games, and then participate in the Gala Games ecosystem, because we realize that people have specific loyalties to projects that they like, and so we want to make sure that everyone can kind of have what they want in that regard, and it distributes the load across many different networks.
So something like Cardano could be possible? Cardano integration possibly, or no?
I haven't looked at the tech behind Cardano. Who was it that asked that? Liberty Crypto?
Liberty Crypto in our chat.
Is Cardano EVM compatible? I don't know, Liberty. Maybe you can drop that in the chat. That would be helpful. If it is, then integrating it is a fairly low tech lift. If it's not, that's a whole different thing. And basically you have the challenge of when you're controlling NFTs, the biggest issue is controlling supply, right? Everything has to have a limited supply. So what you have to do is you have to have essentially an oracle that controls the overall supply, that speaks to each of the other chains and L2 solutions and whatnot, and says how many NFTs they're allowed to essentially have. So Sherpa, we're actually talking to them and a couple others pretty closely. So it's essentially, if it's EVM compatible, we're going to try to build it in at some point in time.
Can I ask you what other crypto projects that have your interest that you actually follow that aren't your own? Like anything in particular that you're like, oh, I pay attention to that because I like what they're doing.
Gosh.
Can you answer
that? To be honest, like, I am the world's worst trader ever. Like, I try not to get involved. No, I understand, but you have to understand that the way that I do things is, and this is an irritation to me, like all the time, is if I start paying attention to something and I see something is broken, I have to fix it. Okay. I actually got my job working with Gala because I signed up to support, Gala, a while ago, because it was Eric's thing and I was very interested, and he's my friend. So, I'm like, yeah, I'll, buy a couple nodes.
Right.
So I started getting like their marketing emails. And at the beginning, their marketing emails were god awful. Like, they were the worst thing ever. And so I started to, like, I would write these emails back to Eric with like 20 different bullet points for things that needed to be fixed, with like paragraphs that were rewritten and stuff. And I'm like, you guys should try this and do the other thing. And he's like, do you just want to come do this stuff? How about you just come do it? And I'm like, okay, fine.
About that? You know what's so funny about that? That when I emailed you the first time we ever talked, it was about fixing the email, because I was like, there are way too many emojis, and I was like, it needs to be fixed.
And you did, and that was no, and that's not a problem. I mean, but like things like that. You put it together, you make it as good as you can, and there's so many different like cascading things that have to be dealt with all the freaking time. But with other projects, the problem is that if I get close to the project and I start paying attention to the project, I'm going to start trying to help the project. And if I start trying to help the project, like I give it 30 to 60 days before I end up getting offered a position in the project. And then it becomes the whole thing. And I don't like, I Gala is where I am focused at this point in time. There are other projects that I still support that I am involved in personally. But it's Gala has to be where I'm focused on, mostly at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we want you.
Okay.
That's where we want
Yes.
you.
I want
You
to.
don't sleep as it is. You can't take on
Some
anything
weekends.
else.
So for people that don't know what Gala is and what they're doing, can you give just a brief, like, okay, what are they doing? Just a quick, like, okay, tell me, you got a quick pitch. What the fuck is Gala? What are they doing? Why is it exciting? Why should people give a shit about Gala? Jason, take that, please.
Sure. So Gala Games was founded essentially with one goal in mind. We want to give power back to the gamers. Our central mission is to enable freedom through play. To this end, we've essentially embarked on one of the most ambitious development projects to date, which is the creation of the entire Gala Games ecosystem. We were founded by Eric Schiermeier, who is one of the co-founders of Zynga and a gaming legend.
Whoop, whoop.
Wright Thurston, who's a major cryptocurrency miner and has been involved in tech startups for decades. And Michael McCarthy, who's our creative director, and he's the mind behind some of the most viral gaming hits out there, like Farmville 2.
Right.
So we're here to fundamentally redefine both gaming and blockchain by taking the entire space and looking at it from a blockchain first perspective. We essentially want to, or not blockchain first, gaming first perspective. We essentially want to bring blockchain to the masses in a way that is invisible to them, but gives them ownership of their assets, to make it easy for people to participate in the ecosystem, but without making them feel like it's this big, gigantic, complex thing that they have to deal with.
And that's where TownStar comes in.
That is where TownStar comes in. Yes.
Guys, I got to bail out. My nurse arrived, so I am Audi 5000.
Well, have fun.
Jason, I love you.
Tell her hi.
Later,
Love you too,
Cap.
bro.
Bye.
Cap.
Later,
Nurse.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Awesome. Be safe, everybody.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He's a good guy. I like him.
I know.
Yeah, you had some good questions.
It's funny.
He does.
Yeah.
He always has good questions.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
a question for you though, Bitbender.
Hit me, bro.
With the guild names and stuff like that, there's a lot of people that are in the Gala chat that have made their own guild names.
Yes.
Are you going to implement anything soon for like maybe turning the guild names into an NFT so you can lock in your name and then in game you can execute it?
That's
Ooh.
interesting. That's an
Yeah.
interesting point.
Yes.
Mhm.
That came from the
Nobody
Gravy
can
Gang.
steal our gravy.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want
So-
people stealing our gravy.
Don't steal my
So
gravy.
from a technical perspective, that would not be particularly difficult. What we would probably need to do, we would probably need to essentially create some basic guidelines and turn over the creation of like the art and the naming and whatnot to the community, and then work with them to introduce those as NFTs to give back to their community. I don't know what that would look like yet, though.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
fair
like
enough.
an application or something.
What, Sai?
Like an application, like a guild application or something. That
Yeah, they'll probably like we definitely want, to have player content in the world, and like it would be entirely possible for you to have a guild that exists outside, but to have something in game on one hand is gated by McCarthy. He is super diligent about maintaining game cohesiveness. So if we were to do something like that, like for example, have a special hat that everyone in the guild has, he would obviously have to be heavily involved in that discussion, and would approve it. We've discussed the concept of stickers essentially, that could be applied in certain situations. Like you could stick one on your shield, or something like that.
Right.
But that's not finalized. It's just a thing that we've talked about.
Yeah, because I was mainly thinking
Yes.
like if someone, like the people running Haven at the moment, if someone got in fast enough, well, then they could steal the name. So
Interesting.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, so the first people who are going to get to experience the world of Mirandus will be the Gala Gold members and the deed holders.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that there'll be few enough people, and the people who like, hey, some of these guilds that I'm seeing pop up have quite a few members. I think they're going to be more interested in securing stuff for themselves than they're going to be in, trying to block others.
Right.
Bringing the conversation back to the important topic, which is gravy. Zent Point says, I feel lumpy gravy has a more diverse texture profile, which in contradiction to clear gravy's more palatable taste, gives a richer flavor and thus more yummy. And the reason I wanted to read that question or that statement was because the person used the word thus, and that impressed me.
But they're wrong.
Can I ask?
It does
a very
make his
important question,
take more believable.
Go ahead.
What is baby batter?
Ooh, that's hold on.
Oh yeah.
This is a family show. There's certain
That's not gravy.
the FCC has faxed me a list of words that we are not allowed to say. Baby batter is one of them.
Right.
I'm just confused. I see it in the. I've never heard that before, and I'm afraid to Google it.
Okay,
It's semen. It's semen.
Okay,
So
the man puts his penis in the vagina.
Oh, Jesus! I'm so tired. This is wow. Okay.
yeah, it all makes sense now,
Okay,
right?
that is not a gravy.
It all
That
makes
is not
sense
a
now.
gravy.
Oh,
That is a
okay.
sauce
Not a
at
gravy.
best.
Gravy.
Definitely is not gravy.
If you have children in the audience, now's the time to turn the speaker off.
I'm sorry. This is what happens when I get exhausted. Okay, guys, it's Thursday. I still have one more day before I can pretend that it's not the weekend and keep doing this.
Right. I was like, do you even take the weekend off?
I don't know what day it is. Every day is the same.
It is.
The 9 Inch Nails song, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna go turn that on in the background now.
Oh, I love that.
Baby batter sounds like the 9 Inch Nails song too.
It could be.
Pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is.
The Sex Pistols.
Well,
Oh, boy.
the point of the thing is that we've let everyone know that we're here to not just fuck around. We're here to take over Mirandus. That's what this meeting is about. We're here
It's
to
secret, though.
we're here to celebrate gravy,
Yeah.
and we're here to talk about TownStar and Mirandus. And I want to remind everyone, if they want to create an account, to click the ref link. It's very important you use my ref link. That's the only reason I'm doing this show, is just so you can use my ref link. I'm getting worked up again. It's in the description of the YouTube. You're going to want to create an account and get in on the gravy, okay? Because the road to Gravy
Get in
Gang,
here.
the road to Gravy Gang is through TownStar and Mirandus. Is that are we not changing the tagline, the Gala tagline to that, Jason? Correct?
I would have to have a broader discussion with the rest of the executives.
right.
Before we actually put the Gravy Gang on the banner.
Right. We'll DM you.
We'll get that
so the
worked
real
out.
question is, when's gravy coming to TownStar?
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to Michael about that. I don't know. Would it be an end product? Would it be a
Gravy farm?
like? Yeah. Would you have to? I mean, you need flour, right?
Probably
You
come out
need
of the
flour
ground.
and beef and
oil.
maybe milk if you're doing a southern style gravy.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, now I want biscuits and gravy.
I
Yeah,
know.
me too.
Me too.
I'm really hungry, guys.
Don't we all? Let's just take a moment and feel sorry for Anton because he eats gravy out of a can.
Poor Anton.
It's so
is
sad.
sad.
It is, isn't it?
Ga ga ga
It's so
ga.
tragic.
Have you
Anton.
ever had
It's
canned
com-
gravy?
It's convenient though. You just boil the kettle, and then tip it in, stir it up, leave it for a little bit to settle, and then it's good.
But it's not even that hard to
is
make
it sour?
gravy.
No, that is not good. Gravy's so easy to make.
It's
man.
it's not even hard. Like,
Like you just need to start yourself, make yourself some roux. Get that flour nice and burnt, some butter, some flour.
Oh.
Add in some meat drippings.
Right.
Add in something else, and
Can
mix
you
it
say
up, and
that?
you're good to go. Like,
Can you
yes.
say that in a German accent, Bitbender?
Talk gravy to me, baby.
what kind of German accent? Do you want the nice German or the mean German
I want the
accent?
mean German.
Yeah.
Nein.
Gravy.
And this is what we do. We take the meat drippings and we put them in the pot with the burnt flour and we stir it up. And this is my happy face. We make the happy gravy and everybody is happy when they have the gravies. This is it.
Can we? I'm gonna clip that,
I want to switch it to the happy.
and I'm gonna
happy
make that an
German
NFT,
now.
and we're gonna raise money for Gravy Gang. Are
Yes.
you okay with? Do we have permission to use that and sell that?
It's going towards
Knock
the Gravy
yourself
Gang
out.
treasury.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the hell are meat drippings?
Listen, there's a fellow Australian person in the chat by the name of Sherpa, and he has something to say to you, Anton. He says, "Good day, mate."
Oh.
What does that mean exactly in Australian? Good day,
Just
mate.
means how you going.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
I don't understand your language.
Hey, Sherpa.
And you guys talk in these. It's like clicks and buzzes. When you speak,
my gosh.
Anton, I hear clicks and buzzes. I don't understand
You're
it.
just jealous of his voice.
And
Clicks and buzzes.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not getting that part.
You're hearing something different.
It sounds cool though, because we're from the future. Remember?
Becca, what's your gravy story?
Yes. I want to hear it.
Gravy's really played a pretty big role in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We've had it at many meals, Thanksgiving and otherwise. Breakfasts, even. Several
Wow.
flavors.
Mhm.
Everything from turkey to chicken to beef. Lamb, even. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
What was the defining moment in your life when you realized that gravy? I'm having a hard
Sir.
time keeping this shtick up. Hold on. I'm done. I'm exhausted. My brain is fried. I'm having a little mini breakdown right now.
Oh my goodness.
You guys just carry on with the
What's
show.
your
Too
favorite
much
gravy
gravy.
recipe? Let's get a gravy recipe.
What
Anyone
are
have a
some-
gravy recipe?
Are we going to take
I
one
have
from
a
the
lot of
audience?
gravy recipes.
Okay, Sai, what's your gravy recipe? And listen, guys, this shit isn't free, by the way. Okay, these recipes and things, these are all part of the paid group that my wife and I started. We have a Telegram, okay? And you can go there by going to our website, euclidoaks.com, and clicking on the Telegram. It's a paid group, and it's like $150 a month, okay? And it's fucking...
We only take Gala.
Yeah, a Gala, and then...
150 Gala a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And honestly, if you're listening to this show right now, you should already be a member of our paid group.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, go ahead, Sai. Sorry, I had to say that.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. But I wasn't really going to share anything because that would be free knowledge.
Mhm.
Right.
Good. That was a test.
Mm,
And you've passed.
good job,
Good
Sai.
job. Mm-hmm.
Good job.
I like how Joshin's like Americans need gravy because they don't know how to make a decent meal without it, and all of the Americans are like, yeah, that's exactly right, 100%,
Okay.
and confirm.
I have a question.
It's just.
Go ahead, Gala, the kid.
I was just gonna say that you just need to convert over to tomato sauce though, because ketchup's no good.
Hold on.
Oh. Oh, there
So-
we go. Ow. Ow.
Remember that tomato sauce is not allowed on the show. That was strike one,
Wow.
Anton. Okay, continue with your
I feel
question,
the
but
pain.
don't use the word tomato sauce.
No, man, it just tastes better than ketchup. So
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
know why he's bothered with it.
No, listen to me.
He's
Listen.
just not getting it.
Unrelated.
He's not getting it.
Yeah.
So I'm a gravy maximalist, but I'm also a ketchup maximalist. I have another guild and a whole nother fucking game. It's another thing that's called Ketchup Guild.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You guys don't even know about it.
Tune in tomorrow for that show.
Tune in tomorrow. We've got a guy named Ketchup Bender and Gala the Ketchup and the Ketchup Goddess and Ketchup Kid. We're going to be talking about ketchup, so make sure you tune in.
Banana ketchup.
Yeah, banana ketchup. But I love ketchup.
It's from the Philippines.
And I eat it on my French fries. And I just wanted to share that with the group.
That's beautiful.
I thought you were supposed to bleep that word.
No,
Yeah.
tomato sauce was the bleepable.
It's kind of offending me, actually.
I'm a little confused with your rules that you've laid down, to be honest.
Aren't we all?
Well, they are pretty much just on my whim. So,
Right.
I'll let you know when you need to know.
Yeah, you're on a need to know basis.
So the important thing that we've touched on here is that life is like a box of chocolates, and you never know what you're going to get.
And the same with gravy.
Life's like a box of chocolates until you get gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a bowl of
gravy.
Have you guys? Have you guys ever bitten into a chocolate and had a nice gooey gravy center?
Chocolate
I bet
gravy?
that exists. I bet that exists.
It should.
It probably does.
I'm gravy chocolate.
Chocolate gravy might feel better resolved.
Chocolate gravy Arkansas. Chocolate gravy
No.
Paula Deen. Chocolate gravy recipe Southern Living.
Yeah, that's
a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Chocolate gravy recipe.
Between Tamara's pralines that she makes and my mom is a chocolatier, I bet you guys could figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's baked gravy.
I wonder if you could make it like a salted caramel sort of thing, but
Right.
beefier.
But you could still have it on a. You could. Yeah. Let's not. I think separate that. You have that on a biscuit, and it's like more just the. It's just more like a sweet than the savory. So, but it's still.
So you're wondering.
Huh?
What?
What?
We need it in a
happened.
cube so you can have it on the go.
We have a joke. Hold on,
Gravy cube. Nice.
guys. There's
What?
a joke in the chat. I've
Okay,
got to read it.
okay.
It's by Bud. It's by Budda. He says, "If someone runs off with your gravy, you better try and catch up with them."
Ah.
Where's your rim shot? Come on.
Hold on.
Yeah. See, Anton, you can't say you
Nope,
better
nope,
tomato
like
sauce up with them. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. We've got some FUD in the chat.
Uh-oh.
Gala NODE Guide says that he is watching the price of Gala go down, and he blames this video.
Bold.
Banned.
Right.
I want to go
This
ahead.
is not a manipulative strategy to accumulate Gala.
No.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
Just
We-
to be clear.
Right.
We are driving the price down so you can buy the dip. That's the goal.
Buy the
here.
gravy.
Buy the gravy dip.
Yes. This is a public service.
Right.
And buy our gravy recipes.
All the
Non-fungible
information.
gravy.
Yeah. All the recipes and all the gravy gear can be found on the Gravy Gang website. We haven't come up with a name or a URL yet. You make sure you support the Gravy Gang. We plan on having a nice charity for gravy kids.
We have a gravy fountain
We're going to be doing
at our party.
like a remember who was the guy who when he would do those like Jerry. Remember those?
Yeah.
Those like all night, 24-hour
Jerry
call-a-thons.
Lewis? Is
Yeah.
that- I don't know.
Whoa.
It's not our fault,
And
guys. Go
are
ahead.
you officially a part of the Gravy Gang now, Bitbender, and enjoy that gravy life?
I do love gravy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes me, I don't know exactly how membership works here, but I did give a recipe in an angry German voice, so I feel like that should count for something.
Yeah.
Well-
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like that was your initiation and, you're in. So.
Whether you like it or not, Jason, you are part
Yes.
of Gravy Gang. Welcome.
Gravy Gang for life.
Listen, the thing about Gravy Gang is we spend a lot of time talking about gravy, and it's probably going to take up a lot of your time.
Well, let's
really
not
true.
scare him away. No, I
So-
mean, he can, I'll send
All of
you.
my extra time. I have so much extra time
Yeah.
these days.
We are going to send you a gravy phone. and
I'll
it's
send you the
based-
transcripts, actually.
Yeah, it's a phone. It's an iPhone. It's got a prepaid SIM card, but we need to be able to, talk gravy like literally 24 hours a day. So you're going to have that phone with you at all times. That's part of the Gravy Gang, requirement. But welcome. And
awesome. Is there like a gravy signal or something? Something you can broadcast up into the sky?
Yes.
Yeah. When the moon is full, we project like a drippy gravy coming off
It's
of it.
a ladle. It's like it's a ladle. So imagine a ladle with dripping gravy. If you see that on the moon, that means the fellow guild gang members need to meet up. And we have a place that we meet. And a lot of people think this is a joke. Okay, you think Gravy Gang Guild is a joke, and I'm here to tell you it's not. We are serious, and we aim to do great things. Okay.
Yes.
In the name of gravy.
Can we briefly maybe touch on how we're going to be dominating Mirandus with the Gravy Gang?
Okay, I feel like this is your spy, Sai, and that this is you trying to get information. So go ahead and let's go. I'm going to call the elephant in the room. That would okay. You want to know how we're going to take over Mirandus, right? That's what you want to know.
It's not that suspicious.
Well, I told you. It's like this. Gravy Gang is going to roll up in town, right? We look non-threatening. I mean, we have our name is Gravy Gang, for fuck's sake. No one's going to take us seriously, but we are serious. We're like that. Is Trojan horse the right word? Like, okay, remember the big badger? Remember the big badger they built in Monty Python?
Yeah.
And we're all supposed to jump out of the badger.
Right.
That's us.
But we forgot to get in.
We're going to jump out of the badger, and we're going to slay everyone in Mirandus, and we're going to take over their citadels.
No.
What is it then, Tamara?
Citadel by gravy.
It has to be more secretive.
Oh, secret.
Right.
We can't be all like
Death by gravy.
guns blazing. We got to be more low key. This is
we poison.
Oh shit! That's a great idea,
Yeah, we're gonna have a party.
Holy shit! That's right. We
and
poison
serve everyone
everyone.
Gravy.
Yes. Yes.
No, you cannot taint gravy in that way.
Right.
I
That's
will.
true.
I will.
Be vegetarian
Pretty
gravy.
blasphemous.
Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, yes.
We'll call it gravy, but it's not really gravy.
Well, see, you have a choice. We'll have the gravy on the table and a bowl of tomato sauce, and anyone who goes for the tomato sauce might get poisoned.
Okay. So basically, the plan is we're going to
mechanism.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna poison everyone. Okay. The people who survived the poison. Yeah, the people. Listen, if you're listening to this, don't listen anymore. After the people that survive the poisoning, because there'll be some really, people with like strong constitutions that will survive the poisoning, then there will be a crew that will come through and slay those survivors.
So, there's a little bit in the chat.
A dual strategy. Okay.
I've recorded the statements for future. Gravy Gang will have a target on them.
Uh-oh. See,
Shit.
We're kidding.
That was the one flaw in this plan that I was worried about, having the secret meeting like live on the air. I was worried that people would get a whiff of what we're up to.
Yeah.
And
that's odd.
And put a target on us. And that's a problem. And we're going to have to work on crowd what is that? PR?
Right. Yeah.
How the public perceives.
A sure way to survive the gravy purge is to just join us.
Right.
The only way to survive Gravy Gang, Becca, is to join Gravy Gang. The only way to survive Gravy Gang is to join Gravy Gang.
That's true.
You will not be able to defeat us. You know how they say, be like water?
Be like gravy.
Be like gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, gravy is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like blood.
It's true.
Please don't say that word.
Ancient proverb.
I will pass the fuck out just by saying the word blood.
Oh my God.
Well, the whole,
it's gravy that flows through these veins.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Don't say veins either.
Right.
Yeah, seriously, guys. I don't like that stuff. I'm going to get lightheaded.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I think we'll put
Next subject. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Bitbender, what have you got?
I have a bull for you, Euclid, too, right when you show up with these. Someone has offered me a bull. Oh, someone in the chat said that they are willing to sleep with someone in exchange for NFTs.
What?
I'm not sure if they mean virtually or for real, but whoever might want to take that up can, whoever that is in the chat.
What?
It was back. It was back when we were talking about
let's just not
the things.
Let's not help that out.
We'll just let that one
Yeah,
slide.
yeah.
I think they were kidding, guys. It was back on when we were talking about the what are those things called?
The brothels.
Brothels.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness! Right,
No brothels.
Moving along.
No
right.
NFT
Moving along.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
It's a
Come on.
family.
I'm trying to
Don't
change the
lose
subject.
momentum.
You guys started talking about blood and veins.
Don't bring it up if you don't want to talk about it.
No, let's talk about travel. Let's talk about
There are
travel. How about
children.
that? Where's everyone want to go once we can go
Oh
places?
my goodness.
We're talking about real life.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Oh my god. I just want to go. Just go.
Just go.
Yeah, I want to fly away.
Yeah.
I want to be like a starling and fly away.
What about you, Bitbender?
Man, I used to travel so much, and I completely took it for granted, and I didn't realize how much I took it for granted until I haven't been anywhere in forever. I don't even have a car right now where I'm living, and so it's like literally just been 9 months of this apartment.
Right.
10 months, 11 months, something like that. So I really want to go visit Asia again. That would be nice. I would really like to go have some really good Thai food, and I really need to have some actual Korean barbecue in Seoul.
Oh, yum. That sounds
Boy.
good.
I
Yeah.
need that.
Tamara and I went to Chinatown in San Francisco, but we found the real place. Like we didn't go to
Yeah.
the touristy street. We
We
found
wandered off.
we wandered off, and I literally ordered a duck that was hanging in the window,
Yeah.
and I made hands.
yeah.
And they chopped
So
it up,
good.
and it was the best food I've ever eaten. Well, other than my wife's food, she's an amazing cook. But we all got sick. We were on our way.
No.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
on our way to New Zealand. Wasn't we?
Yeah, we were flying
And
to New Zealand.
we stopped in San Francisco, and then we all got horribly sick, but it was
Yeah.
so good. It was like
They were calling for our flight, and I was in the bathroom throwing up. I was like, oh no.
it was
Oh, that's awful.
Nice.
13-hour flight. It was fun.
The
Oh my
best,
gosh.
the best Chinatown that I've found is in Flushing, Queens.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be amazing.
Flushing?
It's like an
it's
up
very
and coming Chinatown.
traditional. Yeah,
Huh.
Now,
it's like
Bitbender.
it's like
Go, sorry, go ahead.
basically an Asian city almost, like a city center. It's pretty cool.
exciting.
Bitbender, you aren't about to have a baby, but your wife's about to have a baby. So how do you think that's going to affect your travel, Ling?
It will probably keep a lot of it from happening,
Right.
which is okay.
Babies are good for
Priorities,
that.
right?
Right.
Priorities. And commercial flight is a pain under the best of circumstances.
Mm.
And commercial flight with a little tiny human being who does not understand why their ears hurt
Yes.
and is screaming their head off, and everyone is staring at you is even more difficult. So I imagine that it
Preach.
will kind of stop a lot of that from happening. But that's completely okay. Priorities.
Right.
Family first, always.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen? This is weird times. We're all in just a weird timeline right now. It's how much time has gone by. I guess March of last year was when everything sort of, I guess the shit hit the fan sort of, and everyone was like, oh fuck. And I feel has it been almost a fucking year? Really?
Yep.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Time
A
is
long
weird
year.
right now, and it's we're all adjusting to this new normal, and we're gonna figure it out. And hopefully our scientists figure out how to deal with all this shit, and we can get back to some semblance of normal. Because I really miss the interacting with people, and then the crypto people, and going to conferences, and I miss that. I long for that. And we're connecting pretty well. Okay, so for an example, the ETH Denver conference thing, and Becky, you played on there today, and Sai, you're on there, and
Yeah.
Bitbender, you've been involved. Is that not like really close to like, obviously it's not the real thing, or but isn't it very close to like actually going to a conference? Doesn't it have that feel?
It did.
It
That was
has
really
the
good.
feel without the weirdly small places filled with way too many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I really honestly prefer the digital conferences to the ones that I actually have to go to.
Which ones have you been to?
Well, I've been to a few different things. I can't even remember the names of them, but the most important one, I guess, would have been Crypto HQ in Davos during the WEF, and that was an interesting thing. But the building was small, and there were lots of people in there, and during the busiest periods, it was like elbow to elbow in the entire place. You couldn't go anywhere. It was like walking in a club full of amazingly uncool people.
Oh no, that sounds horrible.
So, I mean, I am literally the least cool person on the face of the planet. So I have nothing to, nothing against everybody, obviously. But it's yeah. I mean, geeks are awesome, but they don't do groups well.
But we've been to some really fun conferences, and it's not even really the conference part that's fun. It's the before and in between and after.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen to me.
We've had a good time. And then we've also done the house. So we've rented a house and had like 12 people that we
all
never
rented a
met
house
before. And that was really fun.
That was fun. Jason, it's about who you go with.
Right.
Okay, now if you go with Euclid Oaks, you're going to have a good time.
Right.
Because we know how to have a good time. And I'm not talking about fucking crazy shit because I'm like we don't do the crazy partying. We know how to have a good wholesome time, okay?
Except for that time you passed out on the sidewalk.
Okay. There was a time in Vegas when I took mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I did pass out on the sidewalk because
in Vegas, he's laying on the ground.
Because I don't want to talk about it because I'll get lightheaded right now. But it was because of something that was happening to me, and I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
But I have severe issues with that stuff, so we can't talk about it because I will pass the fuck out right now live on the air.
That would be exciting.
Okay, bleep yourself out.
Okay, so listen.
Go for the show, man.
But the point is, it's about the people and who you go with, and even man, we've had so much fun.
Yeah.
We had, and I'm not trying to we're so fun and cool. I'm trying to say that there has been some really, really fun ones. And we got to see Antonopoulos speak at HoshoCon in Vegas. Was that 2 years ago? That was fucking amazing, bro.
And even the latest one with the DDP. Is
yes,
it DDP?
the Toronto Digital
Yuki
Dance
was carrying around,
Decentralized Dance Party. Holy shit.
DDP, yeah.
That was fucking life-changing.
And he was carrying a speaker. We went all over. We walked all over Toronto. This huge group of us just blaring speakers all night long. It was the funnest thing.
So the decentralized dance party, you go and you show up at a meeting point and you literally strap speakers onto your back.
Yeah.
And they're blasting music. The one guy in the middle has a broadcasting thing and we're blasting music and we're all fucking having a blast, and you stop and it's fucking, dude, let me just tell you, I'm 44 years old. I felt like a kid.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, I felt like a kid again. Okay, and I was mostly sober. The only thing in Toronto, I didn't even have mushrooms.
You were completely sober in Toronto.
And guys, listen, I am sober from alcohol for today is my 43rd month.
Yeah.
Today,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yeah.
but
Congrats, dude.
thank you. But I do think it's okay to occasionally psilocybin, and I just want to point that out. I think there's actually good evidence in science now that shows that the occasional psilocybin is actually good for a addicted type brain. That is not medical advice. I am not a doctor.
That's true.
Everything you hear on this show, the gravy recipes, if you go home and you make one of these recipes that Sai told you and you get some kind of weird botulism, you cannot sue us.
I see someone
Okay?
in the chat saying that Andreas is a god, and
That is true.
is true.
That is true.
And if you haven't seen him and you get a chance to see him, you take it. Do it.
He's an excellent public speaker.
Yes.
I asked Andreas to come back on. We interviewed Andreas a while back, Tamara and I did, and I just got a DM from him on Twitter, and he said that he would love to come on our show again. So look forward to us chatting with Mr. Andreas Antonopoulos again in the future. Super excited. And I'm over the moon because I love him. That's the reason I chose Euclid. He talked about how we don't know who Satoshi was, just like we didn't know who Euclid was, and that's a good thing because you know what I mean. So I'm a fan. I'm just a big fan of Andreas and what he's doing in the community and stuff. So you guys go check out Andreas Antonopoulos on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you need to know something about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and what to do with it, how to safely store it, go and check out his videos because he's the guy. He will tell you how to do it.
And in an
safely.
interesting way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not boring.
But we were talking about conferences and how we all miss, each other.
Right.
And someone said someone had made a good point. Gala NODE Guide. He said, but without COVID, would we all be here? Would we even have found each other? And that's a good point. So a lot of the times in life, there's things that happen to you, and you think they're horrible. They're the end of the world, and it's the most horrible thing that could happen. And I'm not trying to make light of COVID or any of the situation that we're all living. But just because everything seems horrible, look for the things, look for the little things. And maybe the little things are things like this, where we can all connect with each other. And the weird things that happen in life that make us all, meet up. And we're still doing it. We're still thriving as best we can. We're still doing virtual conferences. We're still, there's so much happening.
Well, that's the point too. And Eclectic Method was talking about that when we just talked to him, and he was saying that maybe this is the creative spark. Just we all have extra time and we're creating.
So remember in the 60s, guys, when there was the war happening and the Vietnam War, and there was so much amazing music that was happening during that time. Perhaps this is our time. Perhaps this is the time for art and for creativity and a way. This is a time for us to express ourselves.
And gaming.
And however you do that, however you can express yourself, if it's talking on a podcast, or if it's creating NFTs or whatever, some badass crypto project, however you can do
creating an incredible game that's going to change all of our lives.
Exactly. Then do it, because
Working on it.
This is the time to be creative, and it's hard, and we're all struggling with all the changes that we're all going through, and we all have families, and we all have kids, or some of us have kids, and your babies on the way, or loved ones that maybe have passed away from this, but we're still doing this. We're still creating. We're still meeting. We're still trying to keep a tough, what's that word? Keep your chin up, kid.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing.
Yep.
So I had a side question. How's your wife go with all the hours that you do, Bitbender?
Wait, can you say that again?
How does your wife handle you working so many hours?
Oh, she does not like it when I work so much. It's just, especially as we are kind of scaling and we're hiring new people and all of that. She understands, but she's not a big fan. She actually keeps sending me messages. Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
Right now.
So I am.
You need to go. Yes.
Right now. No, I don't have to go right now, but I do need to go shortly.
Yes.
I should.
Yes.
Go
You should
and,
spend time with the wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when's
I haven't sleep too. I'm dying today.
Yes. Well, we appreciate you, and we love what you're doing, and I'm also impressed with how you handle all the you'll be doing an interview and you'll be answering questions across 3 platforms, and I actually think that's pretty impressive.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
It's very hard. I sometimes have to remember, oh crap, I have to go look at Theta. Oh, I have to go look at this thing. I was actually going to stream this today as well, but I figured you guys were streaming it. I'll let you handle that. I'll just sit here and talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm running on about 40% efficiency this afternoon. So.
Well, you're killing it.
It's time to be keeping up, man.
Yeah. We're impressed.
I do my best. I just, although Euclid just reminded me that Creedence Clearwater Revival is amazing. So I now have Fortunate Son playing in the background.
I love CCR. Tamra's dad, who recently passed away, he was a Vietnam veteran. A friend of his was at the Kent State and was actually shot by the
Whoa.
He was in the song. That was what the song was about.
That's what the song is about, where what is
three
this? 10 soldiers in
4 dead in Ohio.
Yes.
That's it.
My mom knew one of the victims too.
Oh wow.
So
that's crazy.
That was
Yeah.
such a horrible, tragic event. He wasn't there to protest. He was literally just there. He was a Vietnam veteran and was one of the ones that was shot by the National Guard. Now, we all, we face some shit, like not maybe that extreme recently with all this political stuff that's happening, and but yeah, it's like there's so much just crazy shit happening, and I don't know. I'm just rambling, but
yeah.
It's okay. We're in historic times, I think, and I think that we're always in historic times. So to a certain extent, that concept is sort of a misnomer to begin with.
Right.
Right.
Very much agree.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. It always feels like, and I guess this is probably true for everybody, it feels like we're living in times that are sort of watershed in a way that they well, at least the past has the illusion of not being quite as much. I mean, if you look at the acceleration of technological development, I think Robert Anton Wilson is a brilliant writer, and he had in one of his books, I forget which one, he talks about the speed at which technology accelerates and how it's this exponential acceleration, and how the amount of data accessible to humans is increasing exponentially. And as an aside, how we still spend most of our time in echo chambers looking at cats, but that's a different thing.
No.
It's interesting to see, like, even, I'm 36. Okay. I don't think of myself as being old. Right.
Right.
Although a lot of people think that I am. I hate it when I say something and somebody's like, okay, boomer. I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, bro. That's like, really. I think as somebody said the other day, I used to hate millennials until I Googled that and realized that they're maybe not that bad, because I technically kind of am one.
Changes things.
But it does. It changes things when you understand the definition. Slightly misguided. But I'm not Generation Z. Different thing.
No, nope.
Zoomers.
Yeah, the Zoomers, right? Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, living in historic times. But the speed at which technology has changed in our lifetimes is insane. Like, you go back 400 years and you could go through a generation without having any real impressive, massive changes in technology that shape the entire world. I mean, you'd have an innovation here and there, like the printing press, or different methods of working with steel or things like that that would fundamentally change things.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we're having world-shaking innovation literally on a monthly or daily basis now. And it's crazy. Like, what is the world going to look like as this accelerates still? And it is accelerating still every single day, way faster than we can keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And I think that's interesting to think about.
Yeah. Crazy.
Which raises the question, is it a bubble? You say things are increasing exponentially. That's, if it was on a chart, it would be a parabolic curve. Can we keep doing this forever?
You don't want to have that conversation with me. That's not a fun conversation. It's like, I like you guys. Can we just talk about gravy some more or something?
Right.
Because I
like that. Good idea.
Yeah.
All you need to do to see. I was actually talking to somebody today. I don't know if I can say I was talking to him, so maybe I shouldn't. But I was talking to this guy who you guys might recognize, and we were talking about like some of the challenges that humanity is facing. And as you guys know, my wife is Thai Chinese, and right now they're telling people in Bangkok not to drink the water that comes out of the tap because the salt content in the water is too high, to the point where it's not healthy. It's like close to drinking seawater.
Wow.
And there's like probably roughly about 12 million people that live in Bangkok. Okay. Wow. And to have the water table jacked up to the point where everyone has to drink bottled water is a pretty significant problem.
Yeah.
And that's just the very, very, very beginning of some of these other problems. I mean, we're going to see this in, the river deltas in Bangladesh and in a lot of other developing places. We've got some challenges that we as a species have to overcome. Look at a population chart, and just look from, say, 1950 on. Just for grins, since hopefully nobody's looking at it. What was the world's population in 1950, you guys think?
Jesus, probably close to 1 billion, 1.5.
In 1950,
no, it would have to be a lot more than that.
In 1950, there were 2.5 billion people, roughly.
Okay.
Fuck, okay.
Do you know how many there are right now?
Have we breached 8 yet?
I think we're hitting 8 right now.
7.8 billion.
Yeah, but have you ever looked at like someone does a map of like the actual like Earth, the land mass versus the population, and it shows like how much we're actually not using. Like there's so much more room.
Oh, sure. Tons of room. But the question is, and I don't want to be like all Malthusian catastrophe on you guys or anything like that, because I do think that Malthus was wrong, but I do think that there's stuff that we need to that we really need to address. Even if you spread people out, there's a question of living standards. There's a question of energy usage. There's a question of food production. And then a lot of that place that you could spread people out over, like how much of that is desert, tundra, or, otherwise useless, areas without, tons of fertilizer.
Right.
Meanwhile, the dry areas are growing and the temperate areas are shrinking.
Exactly.
And then when you were talking about the water crisis going on, that makes me think about, like, some companies are talking about privatizing water.
Right.
Well, they're already doing it.
What's going to happen
when... They're trading water futures already. Water futures traded last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I guess
terrifying.
it traded in December, according to Bloomberg. But yeah.
Maybe we should create a gravy future.
Yeah.
we could have an ICO for water.
I think we should.
Are we going to survive, guys? Are we going to make it as humans?
Yeah. Yes, we will.
We're gonna make it.
There's the concept of like the great filter, right? But I'm optimistic. I think that if you stand on a mountain and you look at all of humanity, you see more good than bad, and I think that leaves me hopeful. I think that there's going to be some very difficult things that we, as a species, have to work together to solve. But I think that we will come through and solve the problems that we face.
I believe that.
I believe we've made it this far, and I think we're resilient, and I think we're going to figure it out. I'm hopeful for all of us. I don't understand anything like why we're here or any of that stuff. I'm not a religious person. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm like this weird brain creature that is like procreating with this other brain creature. We make little brain creatures, and then we
said this.
We have I didn't say it on this show.
Well, I mean, you said it on a show just recently.
It doesn't make sense. We're flying through space. We're on a blue orb. But yet here we are all talking to each other, trying to make each other laugh and think. And we have a hard time getting along sometimes. Sometimes we don't really want to see the other guy's point of view or perspective. So we get very argumentative, and you want to say my view is right and your view is wrong, and that is something it's just human nature to challenge each other. But I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to figure this thing out. For some reason, we are here, and maybe it's to become alien pets. Who knows? But the point is, we're here. We have a chance.
Universe's biggest farm.
Do what?
We're in the universe's biggest ant farm.
Exactly. We are here. We have the opportunity. Let's enjoy it while we can. It's weird. No one understands what's going on, but we're here. We're doing it. And let's at least enjoy the ride. Try to be good to each other if you can. Try to help out people and be nice and laugh and be happy and smile. Because when you smile, it actually makes you feel better. And the person sees you smiling and they smile, and it's contagious. And I think that's the point in all this, is to just, life is weird and crazy and there's hard times happening, but it doesn't have to be so miserable. We can figure out ways to entertain each other and make each other laugh and have cool conversations like this. Jason, I want to thank you for coming on to the show, for joining Gravy Gang.
I'm glad you could learn something on this show.
Yeah, we're glad you were
baby
able.
Batter. You now know what it is.
You know what baby batter is. Gala,
thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot about that.
I want to thank Gala the Kid and his lovely wife, Gala the Gal. They are the ones who created the Gravy Gang Citadel Discord, which is blowing up. Okay. If you guys want to interact and become part of the, Gravy Gang family and see what we're up to, you're going to want to join the Gravy Gang Citadel Discord. Also, Gala the Kid is making YouTube videos. Okay. Go check out his Twitter. It's Gala the Kid. Thank you, Becca. She is a crypto linguist on Twitter. How do people find your Twitter, Becca?
I'm going to type it in here because crypto linguist was taken by somebody who works for the Army as a linguistic cryptologist.
Interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So her O is a zero.
Complicated.
In fact, guys.
Yeah, and then my I is a 1.
Oh,
okay. In fact, I forgot. I put all the people that are on this episode in the description of the YouTube video. Make sure you follow them. Sai, we want to thank you for coming on to the show. How do people find you? Well, I just answered that. They can go on the description and follow you. I want to thank Aska Capper, who is super funny.
Yeah.
We give each other a hard time. It's all shtick. We love each other. And you guys, he's the moderator for the Gala Telegram. Also, you guys make sure you go say hello to Aska Capper in the Telegram. Make sure you join the how do people join the Discord, Jason? The Gala Discord.
GalaGames.chat.
GalaGames.chat. I want to thank all our friends and our fans and and Tamara and I. We have some Patreon supporters. We want to thank everybody that's in our Telegram. Thank you guys for making our lives fun, because we do a lot of fun stuff on our Telegram, just goofing off. And everyone, this has been fun. You guys learned a lot about gravy, and that was the point, because we're here to spread gravy awareness. And thanks.
And joy through gravy.
Joy through gravy. All right, gang, I'm going to close the stream. We're going to probably do this a regular thing. Maybe do this on the regular, because this was really fun. And just thanks everyone for tuning in. And don't stress the small stuff, kids. Bye, everyone. Everyone say bye.
Thanks, Euclid.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
And you guys hang out for a second after I end the stream. So just, all right. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Saya.